Hi there, and welcome to today's practical planning tip by ParkBridge Wealth Management. My name is Jonathan Shenkman. I'm the president and chief investment officer of the firm, and I just got back from vacation, noticed the scruff and no sleeping. It was a family vacation. So I'm going to do a little bit of a rant today, which is also should be pretty informative and somewhat of a tip. In today's tip, we're going to discuss how to start a hedge fund. I don't run a hedge fund, and I don't invest in them. However, I do get asked about them frequently. Also, over the course of my investment career, I've had countless hedge funds present to me, and there are certain themes that come up over and over. So I don't speak for all hedge funds, but these themes do arise again and again. So when I was asked last week by a client's son, how can I start a hedge fund? I shared the following thoughts, which may also be informative on my view of hedge funds as part of an overall portfolio. The best way to start a hedge fund is to take the traditional path. Win the genetic lottery by being born to affluent parents who are Ivy League educated. Live in an affluent community, belong to an exclusive club. You should go to a private elementary school and high school, Ivy League undergraduate college, work at a bulge bracket investment bank for 2 years where you work 120 hours a week, plugging numbers into Excel, making pitch books for your boss. Go back to school and get your MBA, or better yet, JD MBA at an Ivy League school. You should work at a massive hedge fund afterwards for a few years until you become a relatively senior person at this fund and develop an even larger Rolodex of contacts, building on your parents' connections and your friends from university who have similar background to you. Wait until the market is skyrocketing and rates are low. Investors will be exuberant since everything's going up. Now's a great time to make the jump to start your own fund. Invite everyone you know and all your parents' connections to an exclusive presentation at their club to introduce the launch of your new fund that is only open to friends and family, where you're targeting 15 to 20% annualized returns that you will never be able to achieve. Your strategy should be something esoteric, sounding that most people won't understand, but will make them think that they are gaining access to something special. Try not to lose their money for the first couple of years, which will allow you to raise even more money, mostly from large wealth management firms who are already looking to introduce new products on their platform to get their clients' attention. This will allow them to raise more funds to charge an additional layer of fees above the hedge fund managers' already high fees. These firms will put your fund on their focus list, where they'll promote it to thousands of advisors at the firm in order to funnel more money to your fund so they can collect even more fees. Speaking of fees, you should charge 2% on the several billion dollars that you now have under management and the 20% of profits that you will probably never earn. Your performance will likely be terrible going forward, but you'll still collect hefty fees. So you've already made it big and can afford the house in Greenwich, Vale, the Hamptons, and Miami. In the meantime, your investors are mostly sophisticated, so they can afford to lose money, unless, of course, you manage a pension fund for teachers, policemen, or firefighters, but that's not your problem. In order to save face, blame the Fed, the political climate, and China and/or Russia for your bad returns. You have another 5 to 7 years before your fund will shut down due to heavy withdrawals. At that point, you can close the fund to spend more time with your family and to be an adjunct professor at your alma mater where you're already a major donor. Pick up transcendental meditation and tell everyone how it's changed your life. Get an honorary degree from a university and tell them to pursue their passion even though you have not. Wait for the next bull market and start your next fund. By that time, there will be a new crop of investors to raise money from, and a lucrative cycle will continue. And I say lucrative for you, not necessarily your investors. And good luck on this amazing and fulfilling journey. And with that, I hope you found this practical planning tip helpful. Until next time, stay prudent, practical, and don't forget to plan ahead.